You work with a lot of people and they tell you things, and then in your own experience, what do you think is important to say about being and being being empathic in this culture is not easy. It's hard.
Taking on people's stuff is is not just something that we need to do, even as like a full-on empath. There's ways for us to not do that. There's there's ways to be a healthy empath. And there's also ways to be, they call it a dark empath, because we work in the dark with people and we take on their stuff purposely in order to help the other person with it. So me and my dad, we are able to touch people and actually take their disease, whether that is emotional, whether it's physical. It's not every single time that I touch people or I'd be some sort of faith healer,
Hmm.
but I can actually touch them and I can either see what is going on with them better or in a different way, or I can feel it in my body without taking it on, or I can actually take their stuff and it's kind of like eating it is what I say, but it's like transforming it inside of me and then dispersing it out. So I take it in and then it leaves. And that's something that a lot of us can do if we weren't being scared of other people's stuff. Because that fear, something that I said lately is we're all feeling the stuff, especially in America and the Western society. We are all feeling what's going on here anyway.
Absolutely. Yep.
And some of us more so than others.
Mm.
So why don't we take that and instead of being scared of it because we're already feeling it, why don't we transform it? Why don't we do something different with it? Like another thing that happens for empaths is that they attract narcissist people into their lives for a lot of their lives, for all of their lives, for some of it, because they're empaths, because they're healers. And then they find out that the narcissist is a narcissist and they freak out and they pinpoint every single narcissist around them. And everybody starts becoming a narcissist to them as if they're like attracting that because that's all that they're seeing. But the lesson there is more of how can I be a healthy empath that doesn't leak out and feel everything and take all of his stuff and heal it so that he doesn't have to do any healing? How can I change the dynamic of me so I stop attracting the narcissist? How do I heal the wound in me and still be an empath, but maybe change the way that I'm exchanging and learn from that so that I don't have to keep seeing narcissists around me? Because when we do that, the narcissists start to fall away. I mean, they're not completely in our everyday environment because they're not attracted to our leakage anymore.
That's an important thing to say. I've noticed that in my own life too, and in lots of other people, which is that the best thing to do is not try to change anyone else, or to heal anyone else, or to take it on so that you can heal it for them. That doesn't work. I mean, the way you're talking about it as a practitioner, but that's skilled and for a purpose. But just in relationships, just to be loved, and not just that's not just adjust, but that's the reason, right? That's all dangerous, and it ends up messing with the person who is traumatized and sensitive. Um,
Totally.
and yeah, but I think and a lot of women get trained like, well, maybe I can change them
Oh yeah, that's
with my
ridiculous.
love. They can change, honey. Nobody's going to change unless they do their own work to change. And so the best thing we can do to change who we feel is drawn to us and we're drawn to is to change those energetics, right? Of what energies get kind of triggered or pinged because of our past trauma, right? Because of what we've been trained to be. And it might be that everyone who was in our life falls away.
So reclaiming ourselves is that crossroads where we start to be, instead of the human seed walking around, we become the actual bloomed human.